everybody, Matt Tobacco from SmokinTabacco.com. I am here with Tony Bellatto from Barba Cigars. Tony, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well.
Good.
Very excited to see you. Now, I know you're going to be coming on the Smokin Tabacco show very soon.
I'm excited.
It'll be your first time.
It will be. We're going to talk about coffee and wine and stuff too, maybe. Yeah.
Whatever. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll make the best out of it.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit more about your brand, La Barba. It's a newer brand to me.
Okay.
And to folks at home who might be watching, just a quick little rundown of who you are and what you're showcasing.
We originally started the brand in 2012. I originally went to school for wine. I'm a WSET certified sommelier. In 2012, I met Robert Caldwell, who was one of my best friends. He was blending cigars in Miami under the name Winwood. I'm also a fourth-generation tobacconist. So my father owned a store. My grandpa owned stores. So I've been a part of the retail environment also. So I wanted to kind of integrate an easy way to do an easy cigar for retailers and consumers. So I started with La Barba Purple. It's a 12-count box, right around $8 to $10 a cigar. And then I moved on to Ricochet, the Ricochet blends in the future with 25-count boxes. But I'm at the same factory as Robert, which is Tabacalera William Ventura in Dominican Republic. All the cigars are blended for size, and they're all blended to kind of go with something which we can talk about later on in your show. And I'm also the founder of Lost and Found Cigar, one of the founders of Lost and Found Cigars with Robert. That's where we find really cool. Hey, buddy. You good? So we find really cool cigars that have been in aging rooms forever, that really don't have a home. So we have a lot of cool projects coming out for that this year. Antique line is one of them. They're going to be appointed merchants. We have 22 Minutes to Midnight coming. We had a bunch of cool stuff coming this year for Lost and Found as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you touched on some good stuff, and I don't want to take too much away from the show because I know you're coming on. We'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were a wine sommelier either. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
So funny enough, when I was in college, I'm Italian, and I went to college in Ohio called Miami of Ohio, Miami University, and I was like the only Italian American there, so they automatically assumed that I was in the mafia. So I took advantage of that and became a bookie. And I had this big guy, he was about Robert's size. His name was Joe Mosca. He's 6'4". He was another Italian friend of mine that came, and he was kind of like my collector. So every Sunday, after football, I would have Sunday family dinner because nobody knew what that was. And we would have wine and cigars afterwards because no one really knew what that was either. And that's when I fell in love with wine and realized it was more than just fermented grape juice. I came back, added a craft beer and wine program to one of my stores. Found out that there was a wine school in Cleveland called the WSET. Stands for Wine and Spirits Education Trust, out of England. And it's kind of like an apprenticeship program where you have a teacher, people get weeded out, and you go all the way up to what's called a Master of Wine. I'm waiting for the teacher above me to get her Master of Wine certification so that I can become WSET level 4. Right now I would have what would be equivalent to a master's degree in wine and spirits. My next degree would be like a PhD in wine and spirits. So that's kind of my history with that.
Well, that's really cool. That's really cool. It's something different. And we'll talk so much more about it when you come on the show. So guys, kind of a double teaser here. Thanks for checking out Tony and La Barba, but also stay tuned because he will be on the show coming up. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from TPE brought to you by Drew Estate. Take care, guys.
Thanks.